Hey everyone, it's Mindy Hahne, the Midwest premier sports handicapper, coming to you from TonySpix.com and the half of the morning show duo, The Morning Steam with Ramon Scott. But hope you enjoy this free pick video from our show. Be sure to click in the link in the description for our best bets. Now here is the pick.
It'll be the Rays and the Red Sox. So a little bit of shifting here from the original schedule, it looks like, as far as the pitching matchup was concerned, because we knew that Glasnow was going to go up against Whitlock, but now we've got Trevor Kelly here in this one going up against Whitlock. And that total has gone up. There's been some steam this morning already on that first game. Got to be on. Let's get Mindy's take on it first, and then I'll add to it. But the total right now is 9 under 20.
Yeah, I mean, it obviously has to be, I think, headed towards the over when they included Whitlock here, right? He has that 6.43 ERA on the road. Whitlock been really solid at home, 1.29 ERA. Boston has those, good splits here. 264 batting average, 771 slugging. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and go on this Red Sox team here to get the win in the first game here this morning.
All right, Mindy, I agree with you. It looks like the Red Sox to me. I favor them in this game here with Whitlock. Kelly, has he made a couple of starts here? I think he's just an opener. Certainly for the Rays, they'll go with their typical strategy here in this one. You see Fernando over 10 and over, and again there was a send out. I looked at the total, looks wrong to me actually, considering this pitching matchup. We're in Boston. Fernando says go over. I saw what Fernando did, whether or not it was a rogue line, a bad send out. Maybe he was looking at that and didn't, but I don't know. I would think there's going to be double-digit runs in this game.
Right.
But we'll see. We'll take Boston, though. I'm going to take Boston here in this one. What were we talking about? What did we do yesterday? I went over with the game that didn't go off, really. You like Glasnow yesterday, I think, and then I went over, but that was with Glasnow. And we'll see. We'll try to preview the second game. I'm not sure if we totally know what's going on yet. We'll get to that. We'll keep it in order. All right. So Darren here sprinkling on the Sox. All right. Mindy and I are on the Red Sox today. All right. Now it'll be the Tigers and the White Sox here. Lorenzen and Cease. Cease $1.55, 8.5 under 15.
Yeah, I think this one's going to be pretty decent. Pitchers are pretty evenly matched. Lorenzen, 4.37 ERA. Cease, 4.45. The only thing I can kind of see is that you have Dylan Cease, for whatever reason, has been averaging almost 6 walks a game per 9 innings at home. That's tough to beat any team, no matter what you kind of look like. Cease has kind of struggled, I think, on the road a little bit here versus Detroit. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and go with the Tigers. I think they go ahead and get this one today.
All right, Mindy siding with the Tigers. So is Fernando on the road here. They've been winning games when Lorenzen starts. This is his 9th start of the season. And I'm going to take the under in this one now. If it's at 8.5, I'm going to go under with the Tigers and the White Sox. Ron says, today's a day for the Tigers. Let's take them. Plus money. Why not? Yeah, the White Sox aren't scaring anybody. Where is it? There it is. Ron says, give me my Tigers. Brett says he's got another K-prop for us. Darren on the Tigers here. Yeah, White Sox did it yesterday. I apologize for my poor handicap on that. Clevenger, I think, did make the start. I thought he was headed to the injured list.
Oh, yeah.
I may have, because we didn't know who was pitching at the time. Remember, we kind of winged that game. but I might have been misreading what I saw there because he is definitely not injured. So good thing Mindy had that one for us yesterday. I don't know if anybody's taking us too seriously on that one. With all due respect to your selection, Mindy, on that.
No. I mean, it was literally based off of, one-sided information, right? When you don't know what you have pitching-wise, you got to look to the bats, and that's all that was.
Yeah, I think everyone here, our knowledgeable viewers,
Right.
know when in kind of like the second game is doubleheader day. We don't really know too much what'll happen with the Rays and the Red Sox, but we like to make a little pick on every game. All right, Mindy on the Tigers. I'll take the under here. Cards and Pirates in this one. These pitchers haven't been too swift anyways, so we'll see what Mindy has to say in this one with the Cards on the road. Pretty big favorite here, $1.35. The total has it's continued to drop now. I'm showing they're down to nine flat.
Yeah, I mean, it's one of those that we had talked about the Cardinals heating up with the bats. They got really hot earlier in the month. We thought maybe they were going to be on a roll, and then suddenly went back to being a little bit inconsistent again. And then we have Jordan Montgomery. He's been a little bit inconsistent as well, putting 3.2 base runners on per game via the walk out of those 9 innings. At least neither of these pitchers really give up the long ball. But it's one of those when you still put players on, you have a harder time winning games. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and go on the Pirates. I'm going to take them here on the run line. I think they should get to Jordan Montgomery. That's kind of what I'm thinking. I'm going to think they get to this starter. They've been pretty effective doing that. So I'm going to go ahead and take the Pirates. I'll take them on the run line just because this Cardinals team on paper, they're way better.
Well, they should be, right? But they've been
but they're just not. It's like the Padres. I hate to say it. It's like they're just better on paper everywhere. But why are you not producing? It's one of those things for me.
Yeah, well, I don't think $1.35 or so is too bad actually to take this run line. I'm not sure if we know what we're going to get with Jordan Montgomery. Might as well be throwing Elizabeth Montgomery out there. Maybe some magic would be a little bit better. Here's Fernando on the Cardinals, but Blake is on the Pirates. So Thomas on the Pirates as well. Fernando will take under here in this one. The widely reported steam came in on the under. I don't know if there's maybe I could still favor it, but the pitching just hasn't been great. So I'll take him though, Mindy. I'm not sure the Cardinals deserve to be a favorite here on the road at this point, right? Until they show anything. Curtis says Pittsburgh's got is his lock.
Oh, nice.
So let's do it. Let's take the Pirates on the run line. Minus $1.35 or so. Cardinals can't be winning any game by more than a run here, I would think, in this one. I was just going to take a little peek at maybe no, we're not. Well, it's 1 o'clock. No, we don't have any lineups yet. What am I thinking? So remember, it's Pittsburgh that's still the better team. They have still over 500. Hey, Chris Brady, how you been?
Hello.
All right, got 2 plays now, and here come the Phillies. Matt Strom. Phillies on the road here, $1.20 or so. The total 8.5, going up against Mackenzie Gore, a couple left-handers.
Yeah, again, 2 pitchers here, pretty evenly matched. 4 ERAs, those whips right around sitting at 1.2. It's one of those, again, I mean, I feel like it's a broken record here today. Neither of these teams have been hitting all that well. The Phillies are averaging 3.8 runs of offense. The Nationals 3.79 in there. I think for me here, I'm going to go ahead and look to the under in this game, under 8.5 runs, based on the willful hitting. And maybe I think, better than not pitching here in this matchup.
All right. I'll try the under with you. I'm not real sold on one way or the other on the total if it's at 8.5 flat right now. So I think that Strom might be okay in the matchup with the Nationals, and I think he might be able to hold them down a little bit as a road favorite. So let's do that. Let's take under 8.5 here for another consensus play today. See what the chat's up to in this one. Luis says, how about Washington money line for him? Probably at even money. It's going to be the Nationals here for everybody. Looks like Blake, Darren. Brett says Gore under in his K prop. So maybe that helps the Phils a little bit.
Yeah.
All right, we've got 3 plays here. And yep, Solo says, look, the Nats right now with Gore, 3-8 when he starts in those games. So look at Chris Brady already hyped up on those college football. I was just looking at the TV schedules that came out. I liked that. But looks like Fernando says, I still like the over here. RC, he said he had the Nationals yesterday. We did too, right, Mindy? We took him on that run line yesterday and scored yesterday with the Nats. So, okay. We'll take this one under here. Yeah, Gore Solo said 3-8. I mean, that's pretty bad. All right. Here comes the Mariner. Woo!
Woo!
He's starting here today against the Rangers and Hahne. Rangers going to be favored in this one. They're down to $1.40 or so now. So action, the move is to the Mariners here a little bit, no doubt. $1.40-ish, maybe even $1.35 now. So action's coming in on the Mariners a little bit. Still Rangers favored, $1.40 in the total 9.
Yeah, I don't know. I think most of this is happening right because Marco's having forearm issues. Don't really know too much here about Woo, but I do know that the Rangers have been just kind of crushing everyone here as of late. I don't know if it matters who's in their way at this point. This Rangers team has now taken over the most run differential over the Tampa Bay Rays. I don't think there's too much going to stop them right now. So I'm taking the Rangers here today.
All right, Mindy will take the Rangers in this one with Hahne. Definitely will have some advantages, I would think, in the lineup over probably Crawford, Kelenic here in this one. Let's see what the chat has to say because they're going to be involved here. Latifah's on the Rangers with you. Blake says lay a run and a half. And yeah, I tried to go with the Mariners yesterday, but yeah, low turned out to be an under. I mean, think we whiffed Mindy, you and I, on that one yesterday, so we'll get it back here today. Does maybe Fernando just wants us to say woo again?
Woo is the pitcher of record.
Yeah. Let's see here. For Brian Wu, this will be his major league debut here. Gonzalez does go to the injured list, no doubt. Wu's coming up from Double-A, so we'll see how long he can go. But he was the Mariners minor league pitcher of the month in May. 205.
Sweet.
Yeah. Pitcher 205 ERA in 9 starts so far. He's probably been the best minor league pitcher for the Mariners this season, and limiting batters to just a 174 batting average so far this year. So he's done very good. 59 strikeouts, 2 home runs, and 12 walks in 44 innings. Started the season as Seattle's number 6 prospect. So there's a little bit for Fernando was asking about it. Darren on the Rangers. So that's not going to change anything for our group, Mindy. They like the Rangers here. It looks like heavily here. Fernando says go under. And Ron, let's see, CTG maybe going under. Here's Fernando says maybe that's enough for me to take the Rangers. Oh, maybe Fernando says over. He might be switching to the over. I'll go over. Just to, hey, G-Man's here. Nice to see G-Man. He's got
G-Man and C-Man. Nice.
All right, I'll take the over in this one. Maybe there'll be runs today after what happened yesterday. So we'll see. We got to get a look at Wu. Let's see if maybe the Mariners can find a pitcher that would really help them right now. Because I don't know, they got a decent team. All right, here we go with our next one: Brewers and Reds. We have Colin Ray. We have Graham Ashcraft. And in this one, I'm showing the Brewers a favorite here, a minus $1.15 or so. The total is 10.5 under 20. So it's going down a little bit here, but still high total. We're in Cincinnati, so 10.5 on this total with the Brewers and the Reds.
Yeah, I saw a little something that it says the Brewers' bats have been colder than the beer in Milwaukee. So I thought that was pretty good. I liked it. I mean, it might give, Ashcraft a little bit of a break. He's been struggling a little bit. I still like him a lot. So for me, if I think, the Brewers' bats are going to be cold today, I'm going to go ahead and take the under in this one.
Yeah, I mean, that's the way that I feel at 10.5. I mean, I get it. Maybe it's going to be a slugfest, but the total is slowly going down a little bit here. I think Ray's been pretty decent. Been okay. Let's just call it for what it is. And Ashcraft, certainly. So I'll go with you on the under here, Mindy, at 10.5. Yeah. See what the chat has to say here. Ron wants the under. We've got Latifa, though, going over here. Darren. Oh, it's Cowboys hat for B-Rob.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I see it now.
Yeah, it's hard to tell. Like, it looked like, the Marlin, when obviously it was a star. Okay, sorry about that. No one probably wants to be accused of being a Marlins fan.
Ron on the under here. And Brett gives you Ashcraft over here in this one. I might be leaning Reds. Not sure yet. I don't know if it's going to be a premium. Let's go under. We've got another play, Mindy. Uh-oh. We're going to have some action today. All right, let's get on with that big series here between the Angels and the Astros. Well, it's been a disappointment for the Angels, certainly yesterday. Astros going to be another big favorite here. They're $1.75. The total 8.5.
Yeah, I mean, we were on it, Ramon, right? We got the victory there with the Astros. I mean, we kind of saw that perhaps a little bit out of the Angels, moving forward here. Again, I feel like, Sandoval is kind of at some point in time just kind of barely made his way through. And Javier's been, I think, playing a little bit better here as of late. So I like where these guys are headed. You have for Javier, he has like a 48% K rate. So for me, I really think this one here, it's going to go under the total again. I think it's been going under, I guess what? Did it go under the first one? I can't quite remember that one a couple days ago, but did go under yesterday. I think we're going to go under here again today.
All right. Yeah, I mean, Javier, what can you say? Looking pretty good at this point, 6-1 record. Sandoval, decent too, 3.42 ERA. Mindy asking about those games. It was 5-2 Houston in game 1,
okay, 6-2
Houston in game 2. I don't know. I'm worried, at 8.5, and Houston here. They might be heating up just enough. I'll take Houston for me, and I'll take them on the run line right now. I hope this isn't the regression point for the Angels. Mindy will take the under in this one. And I will take the Astros on the run line. Ron says Javier to get the win. He's got him on the run line too. CTG says under with you. Blake going under, Latifa going under as well.
All
they
right.
like that under with you, Mindy.
Good.
I'm only worried that Houston might break out against Sandoval a bit. But the Angels would have to score, and I don't know. Sandoval's starting to really look good. All right. Here we go, the Blue Jays and the Mets with Jose Berrios going against McGill. And that one's close, right? Blue Jays $1.15, 8.5. Oh, wow. Big drop here on this total. Did get steamed under. So right now the total is 8.5 over 15.
Stop it, Ramon, because I had this one coming in at the under.
Okay.
But I have it right at about 8 runs. So again, it's a little bit of lean here to the under. Excuse me. I like that a lot better when it was at 9. It gave me a little bit of room there, especially if maybe I get a push, something like that. But again, these two pitchers have been pretty decent, right? 0.7 home runs per 9 on their splits, keeping guys on the base paths. Berrios, 8 Ks per 9 innings. McGill, 6 Ks per 9 innings. 23% K rate here for Berrios. Slugging percentage only, coming in at about 228. So, I mean, again, then those are their splits versus team to team. So for me, I think I'm still going to stay with that under here.
All right, Mindy going with the under. Steam came in on the under. These teams, they kind of trend toward the under, I would say, a little bit here. Let's take a look at what the chat has to say in this one. Yeah, Berrios making his 12th start of the year. Brett says he's back to good form, is what he's saying. Luis says the Jays. Blake on the Jays. Darren on the Jays. B-Rob says Berrios looking good on the road even. You always like that. Fernando on the Jays. He's also on the over in this one with you said
no
under.
Yeah. Yes, with no one. Mindy versus Fernando.
Yeah. Well, there's no doubt that there's plenty of action coming into me. I think the Sharps, to me, they're solidly on the under in this game. I'm not sure I agree with them or Mindy, but not sure I'm going to go against them either. But, man, just so much support here for the Blue Jays. That's where I'm going to go. I'll take Toronto here in this one. We took them yesterday, Mindy. We won with them yesterday with Bassett.
Yep.
So a money line says you'll go over the 4.5 Ks. And Michael Thompson, hello, with his typical greeting and his pick. I like that about Michael. As soon as he gets in, he's ready to make a pick. No shying away. And Curtis will go over in this one.
I see that.
Yeah. All right, Mindy's on the under. I'm on the Blue Jays. And, Curtis on that over as well. Okay, here we go with the Rockies and the Royals here. Mindy, but boy, the Royals, what the heck?
No comment.
They are a massive favorite in this one, Mindy. Obviously, their bookmakers are not swayed by their 17-40 record right now. They're favored, maybe because of Lynch. He definitely looked decent here. Uh, Still, though, the Rockies. I mean, yeah, they're 9 games under 500 or whatever, but $1.45.
Right, I know, huh? Well, if I take a look at these two pitchers, they match up pretty well. Gomber 4.36 on the road compared to that 7 ERA overall. Lynch, he's setting 3.38 instead of his 3.38. So he's pretty consistent there at home. But again, if I take a look at these teams where they've been head to head when they face each other, when Gomber faces the Royals, he holds them to a 2.97 slugging percentage, 245 batting average. And then Lynch, when he plays against the Rockies, he holds them to a .044 slugging percentage. I mean, again, it may be one of those that he hasn't played them too often, but I think this total is going under here as well, Ramon.
Well, I think after we saw yesterday, I mean, if they can get under with, I mean, I know that we had our man Jordan Lyles in there yesterday, bringing it. Yeah, okay. Jordan's 0 for 12 now, but we had the Rockies yesterday as a premium pick. Let's come back in with the under here in this one. Brett says he likes it under at the K, Mindy.
All right.
Blake going under. Fernando going with those Royals. Curtis as well. And maybe they're favored that big for a reason. But the only thing that I'm skeptical look
is 150.
Right. Bad team, right? Who wants to lay $1.40 with a team that's 17-40? That's all I would have to say. But look, they're favored. They obviously, maybe Lynch is better than God. I don't know. Is he better than God? I don't know. You just heard Mindy talking about it yet. Again, you're still talking about a Royals team that
were favored yesterday and got crushed.
Bottom 5 offense, yeah. Right? I mean, at least the Rockies are. I don't know where you have them. They're probably, at least. I mean, they're not in the top half of the offenses, but they've got to be 5, 6, 7 spots ahead of the Royals offensively. And they are on the road here, I know. But Louis is going to go over with us. Under. Let's just stick with the under here in this one, Mindy, for sure. I mean, when I think, these teams are going under. There's no, I'm not saying today they're going under. Yes, we are saying they're going under, but I'm just saying in general, I think if you looked at the entire board today, these are two teams that have been going under consistently in this setting, if you will. All right. So continue on here. Just want to take a look at that actually and see if I could back that up. Kansas City under in 4 straight. Rockies under in 3 straight. Okay. So move on. And let's see. Maybe we have one more comment here, actually. Oh, Moneyline says the Royals are getting smacked. Okay.
Yes. Okay.
Athletics and Marlins in this one. Well, yesterday when we previewed this game, we certainly thought that. I took the Marlins on the run line in this one, and the A's couldn't get anything going once again. So I don't know. The A's never going to say that they're a decent team. We know they've been terrible, but maybe even the A's get up for only the big teams, the big name teams, because they were flat, and the Marlins took care of them. Still kind of scares you to think $1.95 or something here. And this total has dropped, especially after what we saw yesterday. The total now is, I had 8.5 over 15. It wasn't a typo. It was down to 8 over 15. Almost a whole run drop here in a couple of hours. Get rolling on the day here.
So can we say that Oakland might struggle on the road? They've only lost 40 of their last 52 or so. But yeah, I mean, the way I see this is, Perez has been lights out, right? 2.84 ERA, 2.79 on his splits, 12 strikeouts per 9 innings. I don't see a lot of offense coming from this A's team, but they still, I know they got shut out yesterday, but they do usually tend to put up a couple runs on the board. So maybe they get a couple What surprised me yesterday is the Marlins not putting up as much, but I think they will here today. Medina, he has an 8.71 ERA here on the road. Just gets hit really, really hard here. So for me, I'm going to go ahead and try over this total here. I have this coming in, a little bit over that. I'm looking more like, I was thinking like a 9.5 sounds good. So it gives me a little bit of a leeway there. So yeah, I think we get this one to 9 or 10 today.
Money line, fade the A's ASAP as soon as you can. Fade them. Mindy, I'll take the over with you. Basically, based on this price now, I don't mind it. I already was feeling like it was kind of a neutral kind of game for me as far as the total, and now that it's gone down to 8.
Yeah, the 8 looks real nice.
Yeah, all we got to do is get to 8. The reported steam did come in on the under. Look, I like Miami and probably to do it. I mean, I might even tip my hand here on a premium because it'll be so hot in college baseball. Yesterday, I only put one MLB play in because I love college so much yesterday. And, boy, I want to roll right now. I'm looking at the odds screen lighting up in college. Wondering how many runs I'm missing out on here. Anyways, Mindy.
Price of fame, Ramon. Price of fame.
I told you, Mindy, Yuri Perez, like what I see. Looks like we got another, good Marlins pitcher on our hands. So no doubt about it. Man, they just keep producing them. So Fernando, run line Marlins. G-Man, run line Marlins. Blake, run line Marlins. And Michael Thompson, run line Marlins. Man, oh boy, lots of run line action. Latifa likes Miami as well. Okay, we'll take this game over. Maybe the Marlins can do something here. They've lost all 4 games with Luis Medina starts so far for Oakland. So that's not a surprise, I guess. All right. See if we can find something here. I am showing that nothing officially. I don't know. Maybe as the chat has been looking here in this one, Mindy. But I'm showing that maybe Corey Kluber could be going in this one for the Red Sox. So I don't know what we can do with this one. We took Glasnow yesterday. But I'm just not sure we know right now. I'm showing maybe the Red Sox with Kluber would be $1.15 favorite. I'm going to give one sway of the Twitter machine here, too, while you I don't even know what you can do as far as our preview is concerned.
Well, I mean, I think I can just maybe play a little bit of odds, right? So if I think that the Red Sox are going to win game 1, that's what we were looking at. We took them on the money line. I don't think that the Red Sox are good enough to sweep this team in a doubleheader. So for me, I would just go ahead. I'm playing the odds, playing the numbers here. Both of these teams hit well. I'm going to say Tampa Bay comes back and wins game 2, even though I feel like they're not as good of a team on the road, but that's where I'd head. I'm going to say the Rays don't get swept 2 games in a row by the Red Sox.
Fair enough. If it is Kluber, I mean, he's going to come in here, he's been a little bit better. No, he really hasn't. He's not really has. Yeah, I'm trying to give him some, Tanner Houck could go Sunday, Bayo on Monday. We don't know, because they're going to probably, if they move a doubleheader to Monday, like you said, or I'm not sure how that's working out. Here, was it a day off on Monday and they're just extending it? I haven't looked that far ahead, so apologize there, everybody. Maybe somebody in the chat can wake us up on that. But I'm going to go over in game 2. We'll see what happens. I'm just going to throw a play out there. Please don't hold it. Put it on our record. I don't care, but definitely plenty of question marks. I feel pretty strong about Kluber. Ended up going. It looks like everybody wants to, at least have a little bit of their Not much opinion here. Fernando updating it here. Manchester City already scored.
Your stock's going down.
Maybe I should put the game on here a little bit. I probably should have it ready to go. It's only the Super Bowl of English soccer, Mindy.
Okay.
So Ron will take
I'm a
them.
little out of the loop.
They might be $1 minus $1.05 here. Fernando will just take the old no split the doubleheader. Kind of like what you were saying. I think. Wait, did you right? You said
Yeah,
Tampa.
split the doubleheader. Yeah, take the Rays the second game.
All right, and I'll take the over. All right, that one's a little tough. Anyways, all right. Next up, the Guardians and the Twins. Well, not much scoring going on with these teams again, but here are the Guardians on the road with Logan Allen, an underdog against Sonny Gray. Minnesota $1.35, and the total, the lowest on the board, I believe, 7.5 over 15.
Well, again, I feel like we've been trying to get on this Guardians team over and over again, and so far they've swept them in 2 games here. But you got Sonny Gray here on the mound, a good ERA, 1.27. Logan Allen, 1.53. Is it a wonder that total is sitting where it's sitting? But for me, I'm going to go 3 times in a row. I'm going to go back on the Guardians. I'm going to take Logan Allen in this one here today. Puts less guys on base, maybe a little bit higher K through 9. I don't know. It's going to be a tough one. I think it's going to be a good game. Going Guardians.
All right, Mindy will take the Guardians plus money here in this one. And let's see. Here's Blake under in the first 5. Yeah, this one has gone down here to 7.5. Starting to feel a little bit uncomfortable. I was kind of feeling a little bit of premium, but now I'm not so sure. At 7.5, but Fernando says he likes the under. CTG likes the under. So if these guys like the under, I'll take the under. I'll go with the chat. I mean, I already like the under. I just feel a little bit.
How can you not like the under?
Oh no doubt about it. But I mean, it's moved down to 7.5 now. I don't know, half a run difference makes a big deal in my life. Luis on Cleveland here with you, Mindy. Mindy will take Cleveland. I'll take the under in this one. Dodgers and the Yankees. Well, how about it yesterday, Mindy, of the Dodger game? Close game, was it? Anyway.
No, not so close.
Not so close.
No, I mean, like maybe I went to bed before it totally ended, but it was 8-4. Not so close.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, that's what I was. I ended up watching some poker, of course.
Well, I was watching the Orioles and the Giants, and then
that too, because I had my premium on. The Orioles. 8-4 was indeed the final. Okay, so let's take a look here with Cole as a road favorite here, down to $1.15 against Grove. Yeah, maybe that was a little high even for Cole. The total here is 9 under 20.
Yeah, so again, I was kind of a little bit surprised, that the Yankees came out so flat. But today I'm going to go ahead and go back on the Yankees again here. I just think they have the better pitcher on the mound, with Cole. So I'm going to go that route here today. I'm going to take the Yankees. I like it that their odds keep going down a little bit. I think I had it sitting at about minus 125 when I got the lines out here a couple hours ago. So I'll take Cole.
All right. Lay it $1.15. Mindy says try the Yankees once again here on the road. Fernando's willing to lay the 1.5 here in this one. Well, he also had money lines, so I think he switched it there. Hey, Double R here with us today, Mindy.
Double R.
Good to see
Oh.
Double R. He's asking about that game last night with Atlanta and Arizona. We'll get to that one in just a minute. We could preview that one there. He's asking about who won. We know Arizona won, but we'll talk about that game in just a moment. All right, Yankees first 5 here for Blake. Ron's on the Dodgers, and Michael Thompson is on the Yankees. See, total here at 9 under 20. Boy, the reported steam came in on the over, and it's up to 9 right now. All right, I'll take the over in this one as well. Even at 9, I'll go over. I'm not comfortable with it. I would have liked it at 8.5. Thank you, Double R, for joining us today.
Which one did you say? Over?
I'll take over. Yeah, take over at 8.5. I was actually considering a premium. At 9, I'm not sure now. So we'll go with a free play here in this one.
Okay.
The Orioles and the Giants. I was happy with the Orioles yesterday. That was my only premium. I took the Orioles yesterday against the Giants. And this one, the Orioles are a dog. Giants $1.30, 8 under 15.
I'm going to go ahead and go under in this one. I kind of feel like, both of these teams with the starting pitching, I think they'll be okay. Again, the Giants struggle a little bit. And this Orioles offense suddenly is kind of, staggered out a little bit. But I think it comes down to the bullpens, and each of these teams have a pretty decent bullpen. So, again, I'm going to go under the total here today.
Mindy going under in this one at 8, and it's now juiced to the under, so it's definitely going lower. I want to say hello to Ralph Wright. Mindy, hello to Ralph.
With the Giants.
Great to have you, Ralph. I'm not sure we've met, so appreciate you being here. Another new commenter here, Mindy.
I like it. Number 90 on the day, Ralph Wright.
Okay, well, if Ralph's going on the Giants, I'm going on the Giants. Let's give me the Giants this time. Look, I love the Orioles right now. I've been on them a lot. Tonight I'm going to go with the Giants and Cobb. Cobb's been, we know he's been pretty good. Blake's on the under here. Ron says, give me the O's first 5. CTG, Baltimore, money line. And I don't know what Latifa's going to wreck it, but...
Wreck-It Ralph. That's right.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Bringing out the cartoons, Wreck-It Ralph.
It's a little over. Maybe I'm a little old for that one. Okay, here's Fernando.
You need to get yourself some kids, Ramon, or something.
Under here. And Fernando Giants, Luis Giants, lots of Giants support here. I'll take the Giants as well. Mindy's on the under. And the Braves. What? Well, I mean, I know the Braves are good. They're a $2 favorite against the Diamondbacks. Nelson hasn't been gross or anything. Strider, we know Strider. I don't know. Has he been a bit of an underachiever? I don't know if he has.
Yes.
I mean,
he's
still young though, so we'll see. But $2 here, Mindy, 9 under 25. It's going down for sure on that total.
Oh, well, good, because I kind of like the over today. Strider, again, I feel like he has been that underachiever so far. That 2.97 ERA. He walks a ton of people. Suddenly, when you have these aces losing command, I kind of get concerned, right? He averages almost 5 walks, per 9 innings. I mean, that's a high average for a guy that should be considered to be an ace here. I mean, I should see that like around 1, not at 5. And then Nelson, like you said, he hasn't been terrible, but still has that inflated ERA, 6.75. Yeah. And then you have Arizona. To me, I just feel like that these guys believe that they can win. They're sitting at 5th in the Major League Baseball in batting average. I think they're 6th in slugging percentage, 5th on base percentage. I mean, this team, offensively being top 5 in MLB, I'll take the over here today.
I'll take the over as well in this one. And yeah, we might even be able to get 8.5 over at some spots by the time the game comes around. We might be up to grade ourselves at 9, but that's okay. Luis likes the Braves on the run line here. I'm thinking the other way. Brett says Strider in his over in his K prop, but Ron says under in his K prop. And G-Man likes the Braves on the run line as well. Look, the Braves are awesome. I know that. But, man, Arizona's been a nice surprise. They've been great. They've been really nice. And at this price, I mean, just see, but maybe I'm on with RC here. I like his little New York quadrant there of teams. I didn't notice that before, actually, what it was. I don't know if I just didn't concentrate on it, but he's got it there. Notice it doesn't have the Mets. It doesn't have the Jets.
Those are not his teams, obviously.
Right. And Latifa says maybe she was listening, saying what I'm seeing on that as far as the line is concerned. So, but Fernando will take him on the run line. And Double R, I like that. Double R. He doesn't even watch baseball because of Pete Rose not going to the Hall of Fame.
There are some high-hearters out there like that. I get it.
Yeah. Well, I think that, I would actually, I don't want to get into it. All right. Braves run line for Big Meat. Yeah, I would say is go back now and do the investigation and, put everything into context. Again, they never could prove that Pete Rose bet against his own team. You look at his stupid little betting slips, right? It looks like my betting slip, in like 1990. It's just a bunch of scribbles, just a bunch of teams. You call them in on the phone. It's not even like Alabama calling some high school coach in Ohio and telling him to bet the other team because we're not starting our pit, anything like that. Pete was, betting couple grand, $2-3 grand a game, every game on the card, just so we could sit there and watch a scoreboard like we did. Just ridiculous. So, anyways, Pete's a little goofy, but I'm gonna back him. Okay, Mindy, you get your chance to ask me about
Padres savior.
Yeah, comment about the Padres, whatever the case may be. We went over yesterday. That wasn't great, but Cubs here with Smiley, Padres with Darvish, and it's $1.65, 8 under 15.
Yeah, so far we lost on the totals with the Padres the last 2 days, Ramon. So, we had under, then we had an over. So now I'm going to go back on the over today. I think Smiley's been solid, but he has struggled in his outings, and he struggled against teams, like the Reds and the Rays. I don't know. Maybe you should struggle against the Rays. I don't know. But I do love Darvish. He's one of my favorite pitchers. I think you know that over the years. I just like how he pitches, his command, all of that. But I am really hoping, after watching that game last night and the woeful hitting by this Padres team, that they're going to do it today. That's what I'm looking for. I just need a couple runs, maybe, 3, 4, something like that. I think they can do it, Ramon. I'm going to go ahead and go over the total.
Well, if I look at this score and if I look at 165 and I look at 8 under 15, I'm thinking the score should be 5-3. So the Padres better do more than 4. They should get 5 or 6. And I'll take this one over with you, Mindy.
All right, let's do it.
Again, Smiley. Look, Smiley at home, Smiley at road, different guy, kind of. And, Darvish. I'm going to go over with you at 8, especially if it's at 8. There were 7.5s out there, and it's gone up, no doubt about it. There's pressure to the over here in this one. I don't think it's been steamed necessarily, but we got a lot of picks here.
So thanks for watching, and make sure you get over to the Tony'sPicks.com website right now and check out our All Cappers tab where you can purchase some of our own personal picks. And be sure to go ahead and use the promo code TonyT at checkout to save 20%. Okay, have fun. Watch another video. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.